One of the hardest things here on YouTube is being authentic in your videos. The reality is that most people we watch on here are a little bit fake. Let me explain why and how we can be more authentic. Good morning. I came here to drone, got up at 5:30, and it's cloudy. Not ideal. In his latest video, Matty Avella talks about the crisis of authenticity, and I think he's right in that most creators struggle with being truly themselves online. For years, people shared polished versions of their lives with overly curated feeds and filters on every post, just to make their lives look more interesting and compete with everybody else's highlight reels. More recently though, we've seen a shift in our behaviors online. We share more and more raw content, whether it's in our feeds or via video features. With the introduction of stories on Instagram and platforms like TikTok, less polished content has become a lot more popular, and we are encouraged to share more and more snippets of our daily life, which is in most cases a lot more relatable. And it works. Audiences are actively looking for people who they can truly connect with and who have similar struggles and are basically as flawed as they are. And I think video has changed the way we use social media in the last few years, which is why TikTok is so massive and Instagram is saying they're not a photo sharing platform anymore. Via video you can talk directly to your audience and be a lot more open and tell a story instead of just posing for an Insta-worthy photo in a fancy alleyway. However, in many cases this is still an illusion. Just because something was recorded on a phone doesn't mean it's truly authentic. TikTokers spend hours upon hours to put together a video. They reshoot a scene over and over again to get it just right, to make it look like it was just happening in the moment. And more so, you're still somewhat performing for a camera, which makes you, by default, less authentic. I have a degree in media studies, and one of the few things I still remember is that everything that involves the camera is somewhat staged. I can't really remember the source, and I can't be bothered finding my notes from 2007. But what it essentially says is that everyone puts on a persona and stages themselves in front of the camera. Even documentaries, people are not truly themselves because they behave slightly differently when they know that they are being filmed. Right, I had to change location because I was attacked by a swarm of flies. Just out of the blue. It felt like hundreds of flies around me. Okay, so why do we do this? One, because of the fear of criticism. The more we are aware of our audience and worried about their opinion, the more we will adjust the way we present ourselves. But that can lead to us trying to be too many things for too many people and reduce our personality to the lowest common denominator. The problem with that level of perfectionism is that our idiosyncrasies are hidden behind carefully crafted sentences, which this one just was, but the imperfections is what our audience connects with most. I've seen the proof in some of my videos. I get a lot more comments and reactions when I'm open about my struggles and make fun of myself. On the other hand, if my video is more neutral and matter of fact, I don't get a lot of comments at all. But I'm curious, what makes you comment on a video? Let me know below. And number two, we know it's recorded. When we are aware that what we say is being recorded and potentially shared with other people, we tend to change the way we speak and move. It's basically like giving a presentation, which is not a very authentic scenario to begin with. People also say you need to amplify your personality on camera because of what the camera takes away from your personality by default. And it's true. Every time I record, I'm speaking a little bit louder and I'm trying to be a little bit more energetic. And when I watch back the clips, then it does seem to level out. But you can overdo it, which I did in the past, so be careful with that. People have told me that I come across natural on camera, but in fact, in most of my videos, every single word I say is scripted, even my jokes. If I don't script, then I tend to stumble a lot, have to say the sentences over and over again, and then editing becomes a nightmare. And I get so frustrated because why is it so difficult to talk about something you're passionate about on camera? If I would speak to a friend, I wouldn't have any issue talking about my favorite things for 5 minutes straight. So, how can you be authentic in your YouTube videos, and is it even possible to be truly yourself online? The answer is probably not. But you can try to be as authentic as possible by keeping a few things in mind. Here are 3 ways how to be more authentic in your videos. Number 1, share your story. Don't just show the end result, show how you got there. Share your experience with all the flaws and missteps, and be open about everything that went wrong. Obviously only as much as you're comfortable with, but being vulnerable can lead to more genuine connections with your audience. And it can also lead to internet trolls attacking you. So just be warned. Number 2, don't polish your videos too much. We all like to have nice production value and nice looking videos, but don't turn your videos into an ad. Don't re-record every time you stumble in a sentence. Leave in the little mistakes and maybe even amplify them in your editing to introduce some humor. All these little mistakes and errors is what makes you you, and that's what people want to see. And confession, I re-recorded this sentence 3 times. And number 3, be genuinely helpful and interested. Take a genuine interest in the people watching your videos. Connect with them in the comments, have conversations via DMs, be approachable and be excited about their stories and how you can help them. And most importantly, just don't be a dick who only cares about themselves. Now, by no means am I an expert in any of the 3 things I've just said. This is something I constantly tell myself so I can be more authentic in my videos. But as long as you are open about your experience and share your journey, you will find the people who are interested in what you have to say. Now, every time I come here to the office to film something, there's something going on outside that ruins my sound. Let's have a look. Okay, there's some sort of market going on and a band playing, which I'm hoping didn't get picked up throughout the whole recording just then. Looks like fun though. The truth is, most of us will never be completely authentic on camera, and that is okay. All we can do is try to be as truthful as we can be. People might enjoy seeing someone's highlight reel, but they need to see flaws and vulnerability to truly connect to people. That is what makes us human and ultimately authentic. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you made it this far, I'd love for you to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. And maybe as a little insider thing, comment your favorite German word or food in the comments below. And check out the video up here because I think you might like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. I like it. Okay. Ooh, talking video, authenticity. Okay, now hang on. Hang on. We're not there yet.